how do you feel about cops being able to review their own evidence against them, and then also that the Civilian Review Board can't take disciplinary action against police officers? Not to mention they don't even have subpoena power. How does that make you all feel?
For me, it is just further evidence of the inherent issue of transparency and accountability when it comes to policing. I think those are like the two big words that are thrown around all the time. And now we have to make policing more accountable, more transparent. But for me, it will never be accountable and transparent, no matter what board or policy that is put in place. So also the lack of power of the Civilian Review Board further shows that any real mechanism to get transparency and accountability will be gutted of what it can actually do. I think if the Civilian Review Board had power and was able to review evidence, call officers to the board, then there would be a little bit more transparency and accountability. But I think the people in charge of policing, especially in this city, are aware of the necessity to keep a hold on power. And so they're going to do everything they can to make sure the Civilian Review Board doesn't have any actual power.
Yeah. And like, just to jump in on that, like I was watching the video, disheartening doesn't even begin to describe like the feeling that I felt like actually hearing like what little power the Citizen Review Board has. And then like when you can go online and like read the document, and it kind of like gives a summary of like the statute, whatever, and reading the statute and hearing them like in real time say that how much power the police have, it's really, like really gross and really scary, because it just reminds me about how police and the military have what like we call like the legitimate use of force. Like nobody else in this country can literally use force and not be reprimanded. So when hearing that they don't have subpoena power, or that police get to review what's against them before they even get looked at, like it just reminds me of like how in the military, if you do something wrong, like, you know, there's a military court where like your judge is another officer, like the jury is all like in the military, and it's like, where's the actual constitution, and where can we bring her in? Because anything, you know, I mean, like, I'm not saying that I love the Constitution either, but you know, I'm just saying, like, where is even like the bar? And it's just like, does anyone see anything? And then knowing that isn't like the standard in every city, because a lot of that was just in the Tampa charter, it just makes like my stomach drop, because I'm just like, I'm fully living in a city that is like militant. Like we have a cop for a mayor, they have these things in place. Her and
the police union has so much power.
Yeah. The Rise Tampa thing, like, but fully, like, you know, we make jokes and that's how I cope, but fully we live in what I think like a fully militarized, like, I'm in downtown Tampa right now, and I'm like fully like aware of like I live in like a military state, and my mayor has like strong mayor powers. The police are like untouchable, and yeah, no, it's pretty disheartening and sickening.